Ladies and gentlemen, once again, man, it is your boy Lewis, and I am once again back with another banger. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Lewis Basketball Network, man, as I always try to educate you guys on the game of basketball. And again, I always appreciate the comments for guys. Like I said, I'm not always all-knowing, so like if I make a mistake, you guys can correct me on it. You know, that's all it is, man. But it's all, like I said, it's all love in the end of the day. And, you know, I respect you, you know, for just letting me know, like, if I make a mistake. I mean, it's all, we're humans, we make mistakes. So this is what I want for people to understand, and I want people to make this very clear. Yeah, let's talk about the Lakers. Nah, just kidding. No. What I do want to talk about is I need to make something perfectly clear for everybody as it pertains to LeBron James. Now, the reports have been all over saying that there's rumored that there's a possibility that there's a chance that Kawhi Leonard is going to the Los Angeles Lakers. Now, I was in the comments section on First Things First, and I said that it's possible, because they were saying there's a 10% chance. So what the 3-6 Mafia, the Lacronis, are trying to do, they're trying to push the narrative so far to try to force a player to join LeBron James. You see, this shows you the desperation of the media. They're in desperate mode, they're in panic mode because the Lakers right now are a dysfunctional, bad culture. And I said that anytime you have a championship pedigree, it has to start at the top. You need to set a standard, yo. You need to set principles. You need to have a good environment at the top of the front office. That is the only way that it's going to trickle down to the players. It starts at the top. If you have a bad environment at the top, it's going to trickle all the way down to the players, man. I tell you, okay? It's not an easy job, especially when you have to deal with the nonsense in the front office, man, with the decisions, with the backstabbing. It's like it's issues all around. If there's no, like I said, if there's no set strong foundation in the front office, first of all, it's giving the players a bad look, and you're sending the wrong message to your fan base. Like if fans know that there's a lot of bad work up there, up top, they're going to be like, yo, we don't really believe in this person, you know, could be, you know, a person who cares about winning, who cares about his fans. And what they want to do is they're going to want you gone. But they know they don't really have the power because it's either the NBA has to step in, you know, for owners, because the only thing they could really do is resign and sell the team. But, you know, that's what's happened with the Los Angeles Lakers. Now, with Kawhi Leonard joining possibly the Lakers, and they said that there's a 10% he might join because Broussard has been pushing it, and Nick Wright and people on First Things First have been pushing it. This is what the media is doing, man. The media is pushing this narrative. It tells you that why is it that if LeBron James is the best player in the world, if LeBron James is the greatest player of all time, why is every single day they keep pushing the narrative of forcing these star players, saying that there's a possibility that they want to play with him? Because somebody in the comments was saying, well, what about Dwayne Wade? What about Kyrie? What about Kevin Love? What about Chris Bosh, saying how they get no glory because LeBron made them what they are? Let's be real. LeBron was in Cleveland. Dwayne Wade and Chris Bosh did not come to Cleveland. LeBron went to Miami. And when did he go to Miami? When Chris Bosh signed on the dotted line and joined Dwayne Wade. Chris Bosh and LeBron James joined Dwayne Wade in Wade County, not La Witness Land in Cleveland. Let me make that clear. LeBron James was the one that joined the Miami Heat to supposedly learn how to win. Whose game was sacrificed? It was not LeBron, because I continue to tell you guys, LeBron has never sacrificed his game for anybody. And it's the truth. He has never sacrificed his game for anybody. Dwayne Wade watched tapes of Michael Jordan to play off the ball so LeBron can run his system. And they were still able to implement a system where there was ball movement, man movement, and LeBron can have his LeBron system. That was the most that LeBron had ever played off the ball in his career in Miami after year one. To be honest with you, I felt like 2012 and 2013 were the only real 2 times that he did it, because in 2014 he went back to his LeBron system like full time and stat padded in the NBA Finals. With people, I love how they say, oh, Kyrie didn't lead anybody to the playoffs, and he didn't really do anything in his time in Cleveland when he was put with a bad roster. And Kyrie is known to be injury prone. So Kyrie wasn't really healthy in his tenure with the Cavaliers. Okay? Kevin Love, yes, he was on a bad team. I get all that. Okay? But did LeBron have anybody come to him? No. When Kyrie signed the 5-year, $90 million deal, that was the perfect scenario for LeBron to boot back to Cleveland. So, in other words, LeBron James joined a Wade 2.0 reliable second option in Kyrie Irving, who was playing off the ball and was more standstill, and LeBron was deferring to him, playing the my turn, your turn ISO offense. Kevin Love was brought in a trade because LeBron wanted him, because Kevin Love was on the trade market. And they traded the #1 pick in Andrew Wiggins to get Kevin Love. So LeBron joined, helped form a big three in Cleveland, and joined a big three to make a big three in South Beach. LeBron promised not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, not 5, not 6, not 7, not 8. He promised 8 championships, didn't he? Or should I go back to the tape? Up until, see, this is the thing also that we need to remember. LeBron has played, Kevin Love is a career 20-point scorer. Right before he went to Cleveland, his numbers have dipped dramatically because he turned into a spot-up shooter, and his rebounds have gone down as well. He's barely above 10. But he was a beast of a rebounder before he joined LeBron James. And LeBron James, if you watch his career, man, he is known for getting those easy defensive rebounds without really boxing out. And I've been telling you guys that. Same thing with Chris Bosh. Chris Bosh was averaging 20 plus the last 3 seasons. And the minute he went to LeBron James, he had to sacrifice his game. He was more of a stand-up, 3-point shooter playing the center position. And his rebounds went down. That's what nobody wants to understand. Kyrie, people saying, oh, Kyrie got better. No, he didn't get better. He just got more shot opportunities. LeBron didn't make Kyrie better. Kyrie played pretty much at the same level that he was playing at. He didn't get better. That's why I keep telling you that this is a myth that LeBron makes players better. He doesn't. And Wade was a true leader and sacrificed his game so that LeBron could play his. LeBron has never sacrificed his game for anybody. And it's like, you clowns don't want to understand that. Like, wake up and smell the coffee, man. LeBron James has never sacrificed for anybody. He's never sacrificed his game. And to say that he's in the prime of his career, his no defense the last 5 years tells you he's not in his prime. Or once again, as I tell you, the overrated XYZ selective truth empty stats. The selective truth, empty stats, as I continue to tell you. No one says that LeBron is not an all-time great. But like somebody mentioned, up until this year, where he went to an organization. See, the thing is also, he was already had his sights set on Hollywood because he was already preparing life after basketball. He thought he could sweeten the pot and put the icing on the cake, thinking that he was able to get players to go with him, which is why he also went to LA. He thought he was going to bring somebody along for the ride, or thinking that Magic and the front office was going to have a player already there to where LeBron can join. And that's what you have to understand, ladies and gentlemen. And besides, up until that trade last year, where people want to use the narrative that LeBron carried a bunch of bums and a bunch of trash players to the NBA Finals, as the fanboys love to do, they failed to mention that they had Derrick Rose. They failed to mention Dwayne Wade, who took less money to join LeBron in Cleveland. They got Jay Crowder and IT in a trade. They got Jeff Green. You have a top 3.5 shooter all time in Kyle Korver. You had a nice little team. The problem is you guys didn't really practice due to you, and you chose to play your LeBron system and padded your stats. So you never tried to really make it work. And then you got the trade for the cast-offs as a way to say that if things don't go right and we lose again and I lose in the finals, this is my one-way ticket out of here. Because that's what this is. That's why I keep telling you LeBron is not a competitor. He's a no competitor. Okay? That's what I'm trying to get. I already said in videos that LeBron has been clutch in his career. I've already said that LeBron is one of the greatest ever. But let's call the spade a spade, man. LeBron has needed 2 All-Stars to win a championship. But Kevin Durant, I'm not talking about Kevin Durant. I already know Kevin Durant joined the Golden State Warriors, and he has 2+ All-Stars to win his rings. If you don't believe I mentioned this, go back into early one of my videos where I said that both LeBron and KD are both snakes because they both had joined 2+ All-Stars to have their championships. I said that, and I'm keeping it objective with both guys. That's what I'm trying to tell y'all, man. And I just don't want to understand it. And all LeBron has done is keep doing these little collusions. And the fan base is just going, oh, no, you know, these reports are false. You know, these are all fake news. Y'all just trying to attack this man. All of a sudden, it's like, oh, you're trying to say he made those guys better. LeBron didn't make those players better. Those guys are all individually pretty good without him. Individually. You give them their own team. Trust me, they can go out and get buckets. You could talk about how LeBron helped Kevin Love and Kyrie win, but once again, they had to sacrifice for LeBron so he could be able to run his system, which tells you he cannot play in a cohesive system. That's what y'all need to understand, man. It's like, I don't care if you're a fan. Just understand the truth. Watch how LeBron plays. It's people keep saying, oh, I've seen LeBron play his whole career, and all y'all want to do is hate on this man and hate on his greatness and wait on Kyrie, and they're lucky this and that. Once again, I'm going to say it so that y'all can listen very carefully to open that brain. Hopefully get into that hippocampus, man. LeBron James went to South Beach, promised 8 championships, left after year 4 because he saw another opportunity with young Kyrie. He told Kyrie, man, keep doing what you're doing. You never know. You might see me there soon. He said this in the 2014 season. Answer my question, ladies and gentlemen. If LeBron James has such a high basketball IQ, as I mentioned a couple of videos ago, why does he keep running into the same problems? Tell me. Why is it that LeBron has to constantly jump ship and not work with what he has? Anthony Davis didn't get that trade, and he packed in the season after he came back from the groin injury, the inconsistent groin injury, to where he's out a week, he's out 2 weeks, he might be out a month, he might be out longer than that. He comes back before the All-Star break. Then he shouldn't have played for 6 months from the therapist. I mean, inconsistent reports right there. But no, it's a hating channel, and it's like you're being a hater. This is what I'm telling you. Let's be clear. Let's be very clear when I say this, ladies and gentlemen. That LeBron James would not have what he had he not went into the situations. Don't tell me that he goes into situation and it's like, oh, they should be lucky. No, LeBron should be lucky what he has. Because if it wasn't for the players that LeBron has played with, LeBron James will not be standing here as an NBA champion. You could talk about Chris Bosh, you could talk about Kevin Love, you could talk about Kyrie. Dwayne Wade won a Finals MVP with a good Shaq, not prime Shaq, a good Shaq, and mostly carried that Heat team to that NBA title. Mostly, I said. Everybody contributed on that Heat team, but I'm saying Dwayne Wade was the best player on the floor in that 06 Finals. Made 2 first-team All-NBAs back-to-back. Without you, man. Second-team All-NBA defense. I mean, Dwayne Wade is no slouch. He won gold with you in Beijing. Same thing with Chris Bosh, winning gold in Beijing. 24.8, 10.8 the year before joining LeBron on 50% shooting. Was an All-NBA player, man, in the year that the Raptors won the division title. I mean, Kyrie Irving averaging 27 points per game in his NBA Finals career. Dwayne Wade, 23.9 points PPG. That's so crazy how LeBron has had a 27-point per game score and a 24-point career point per game score in the NBA Finals. Dwayne Wade is top 20 all-time in NBA Finals scoring. So how y'all going to sit here and tell me that LeBron is the one that made these guys better? No, they made LeBron keep his style of play. That's what we have to get clear, ladies and gentlemen. Kyrie's going to go into the Hall of Fame. Dwayne Wade is going to go into the Hall of Fame. Chris Bosh is going to go into the Hall of Fame. Kevin Love is going to go into the Hall of Fame. And even some of the role players that LeBron has played with are either going to be... Ray Allen's in the Hall of Fame. You didn't get prime Ray Allen, but you still got a productive Ray Allen shooting the ball. He came off of back-to-back 50% shooting seasons, even if he was a more spot-up shooter. I mean, Rashard Lewis, man, was a former two-time All-Star that joined LeBron James. Shane Battier, three-point shooter, 3-and-D guy. I mean, Kyle Korver, former three-time All-Star Darren Williams. You got Derek Williams, the athletic number 3 pick. You had Channing Frye, shooter. Richard Jefferson, shooter. Jamon Shumpert, elite defender. Timothy Mozgov, solid big. J.R. Smith, former 6th man of the year for the New York Knicks. Matthew Dellavedova, man, solid contributor, bro. Like, Tristan Thompson, man, a beast of a rebounding when he's not focusing on the Kardashians, man, on Khloe, or messing with chicks. But that's my point. Every single one of these players, man, Derrick Rose, Jeff Green, like all of these guys sacrifice. And even when they got the trade with Rodney Hood and Jordan Clarkson and Larry Nance and George Hill, they were willing to be the cast-offs and follow LeBron James under his system. And what did LeBron do? He bailed out. He checked out after game 1 of the finals. We already know about the J.R. Smith blunder in the tie game. We already know that George Hill made 1 out of 2. But y'all, it's like, again, he had Steph Curry, and to me, he was afraid of the free throw line. That's why he didn't take Steph Curry. At first, I kept saying LeBron made a nice play. He made a good play, so a cut in George Hill because Thompson was there to foul. They were like, well, Kevin Durant was right there to block, and Draymond was already ready to block. I could say, y'all could spin it any way you want. I just think he was afraid of the free throw line and to take Curry. I mean, it's funny because 2 years prior, he blocked Steph Curry when Curry went up for a layup, and he said, you got to go up strong, nigga. Now he didn't want to take Curry when he had him already isolated on that right elbow, like on an island. This is what I'm telling you guys, man. That's what we need to get clear about LeBron James. But anywho, man, let me know what you guys think in the comments, man. As always, man, I just try to make this clear. Like, let's be clear about this, man. This is why I keep saying that Kawhi Leonard is likely not going to play with him. And if he does go to LA, it's to the Clippers. The Clippers have a very nice situation. They got a good young core of guys. They have a very nice, good organization right now. The front office is solid. Why would I want to, when there's an opportunity to do that, why would I want to go to a dysfunctional organization with the Lakers? For what? So I could deal with the drama every single day and possibly get migraines? Hell no. For what? There's no need. All these stars, I mean, Kyrie's kind of hinting, but I think he's trying to play the media's bluff, playing the media Trump card. He's playing that Trump card so that we make it seem like, and that's what I'm saying, like if LeBron is so great, why does he need so many players to help him win championships? So then that he can get all the credit when I said that LeBron has to be second fiddle to win a championship because he can't be the main guy. I'm going to say this again. LeBron cannot be the main guy and he cannot run his system anymore. If LeBron's not willing to do that, then if I'm on any of these star players, I will say, you know what, LeBron, you could do that on your own since you refuse to change your game. This is year 16 that everybody gloats about, especially those cronies in the 3-6 Mafia that love to brag about how much of an offensive impact and how much of an offensive years these last 2 years he's had. Doesn't want to work what he has, and it's like, again, how is it that he's gonna make these guys come? He couldn't recruit guys to come for Space Jam 2. And Shannon Sharp is, this is getting really ridiculous now. No, man, they see the writing on the wall. They see the nonsense that's happening in the Laker land right now. They see it. That's why Magic Johnson stepped down. I already made a video on that in terms of how I was mixed about Magic Johnson, and I'm still mixed about it. But like I said, I'm glad he left the shit show in Lakerland, because that's what it is. The backstabbing was coming from Rob Pelinka, and it was coming from LeBron James. But these guys don't want to see it. They just want to say you're spreading false news. Yo, you're attacking a man. You won't leave the man alone. Well, they don't want to leave us alone talking about LeBron every day. Oh, but it's just for ratings. So why are you complaining about people complaining about him if you're saying, well, we're going to watch it anyway? See the double standard right there? Makes no damn sense. But anyway, man, as always, man, bless up. One love. Peace. Thanks for watching.